Hello, welcome back to the Off-Grid family. Recently I had a huge debacle with a Asda wireless mouse. I've needed a new mouse for a long time and I just keep putting it off and putting it off. But now my mouse is double clicking or not clicking at all. And when you're trying to edit, it's quite a pain because you're, constantly moving things you shouldn't be or whatever. So I bought an Asda mouse. That turned out to be the worst mouse I've ever had. Very, very poor quality. So I've had to take that back. It's one of two things I've taken back this year. That's how bad it was. And I've bought this one here. This one was from Argos. This one cost me $17.99, and I'm going to take it out and we're going to have a quick review and have a look if this is any better. I can't imagine it's worse, but it needs to be good enough for me to use. So we'll see. Before we get on, I'd just like to thank my Patrons. Guys, you're awesome. I really appreciate everything you've done for the channel. If you'd like to join them, all the links are in the description. Anyway, let's get on. Okay, so this cost me $17.99 from Argos. And if you guys have seen my other mouse review from Asda, I'm hoping it's a little better than that. This one is wireless. It's got a rechargeable battery, unlike the Argos one. Multicoloured LEDs. Control your play style with an adjustable DPI, which, to be honest, they all tend to have that anyway nowadays, don't they? It needs at least a USB port and Windows 10 or 11. I very much doubt it doesn't need that. It could be Windows Vista probably would still work. And what's in it? It's a 1 meter USB-A to USB-C charger cable, USB micro receiver and user guide, and the mouse. Okay, let's have a look inside. It's a bit weird. It's paper, which I think is brilliant because it's recyclable, but it just took my fingers by surprise. First off, I quite like the look of this one. It's not too heavy and it feels quite comfortable. Okay, so this is what you get in the box, and this feels quite comfortable. It's quite nice, but I will say the plastic feels a little cheap. It's that kind of plastic that if you drop it too many times it shatters like glass. But other than that, it feels quite nice. The scroll wheel is actually pretty nice. It's got these little bumps on it, which makes it quite comfortable to use, and it's got quite a nice roll to it. This is the DPI button, and that basically allows for faster use, so it will move from one place to another. Let me just explain what I mean by that. If it's on the lowest, you'll have to go to get it to move across the screen. If you put it on the fastest, you go like that, and it shoots across the screen, as in the arrow. So the higher it is, the faster you can move around in a game or whatever. It's also got two buttons on the side, which normally are like forward and backwards, but you often can download an app to be able to make these do whatever you want if it's not built into the actual mouse. It's got some nice like texture here to be able to comfortably hold it in your hand, and you've got some more of this like a knurling effect on this side, which is quite comfortable as well. And then underneath you have on, off and LED. So I'm going to turn it on and just, I like that. Let's turn off the light a sec. That will run the batteries down a hell of a lot quicker, but I like that. Yeah, so okay, I'm going to charge this up and then we'll have a go at it on the computer and see if it's as good as I'm thinking it is. I also read the instructions wrong, and it's Type-C charging, I thought it was Type-A. And I was going to say, of all the things I reviewed recently, they've all been Type-C, and I thought, oh, this was going to be a Type-A. I'm so glad of that, because basically I'm hoping that everything will become Type-C, so we don't have to faff about with all these different wires. We can just have one wire to charge everything. Okay, yeah, I'm going to get that on charge, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've used this now for about a week, maybe a little bit more than that, and things like the colour, the LEDs and stuff, I don't particularly use, because I'd rather have a device that lasts for longer than is flashy. But the LEDs do look quite good. They're quite nice, actually. But there's two problems with this. There's one which is quite negative and one that is just a bit finicky. Along this side there are the two buttons for your thumb, normally forward and backwards, as in page forward, page backwards, things like that. There are other things you can do with them. I keep knocking the page back button. It's just in the wrong place. It's quite quite far out and I tend to knock it. That is human error, and I'm sure that over time I'll get used to that, but that is just a pernickety little thing. There is one major thing that I think is negative, and that is the DPI button. When you are on the lowest, it's very, very slow, and it's a lot of work to get from one side of your monitor to the other. The next one is shoots across, and then from there it's like super slow, and then all the next 3 settings are very quick. I'm old, I'm slow. It could just be that, you know, it's age related and it's a little bit... my one upstairs is on super duper quick, so when I'm on that, that's for my gaming setup. That's on the fastest it can be. And I'm fine with that, so maybe it is just getting used to it. But that's the only 2 negatives. Other than that, it works really well, and it's a very nice bit of kit, and it feels comfortable in your hand as well. So, you know, you can't ask for more. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.